Mhm. Okay. Well, all right. Well, we're back with our tech calls. Today I've been away for a few days, but I am glad to be back here today. So, yeah, I'm excited to jump in and see what everyone's been working on over the last few days here. Oh, bunch of new changes came out for high level, which is kind of cool. I'm not going to go into all of them, but they've been posting in the group, and it's pretty neat to see what they've been doing. So that's cool. Some cool stuff with custom objects, new workflow things. That's cool. Aaron, how are you doing?
Yeah, doing good. Doing good.
Awesome.
New to go high level power tools. Looking forward to learning more.
Awesome. Awesome. Do you have any questions today or anything like that, or about?
Uh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Um,
Doesn't look like it. You know what?
no.
Oh, I was away. I was away for a few days. My daughter had a hockey tournament in Ottawa, and so we missed two tech calls here. So last Thursday and then Tuesday, I was flying both days, so wasn't able to make it on the calls. But yeah, so I don't know if people think that maybe we're kind of slowed down for tech calls this week, but I'm getting a lot of messages through Slack and stuff. Just not many people on here right now. Oh, we got Ben joining us, so that's good. And yeah, Aaron, if you have any questions about anything with the system or the tools or anything, just shoot me a message here and let me know, or just shout it out, I guess.
Yeah, I will. I'm kind of overwhelmed. I'm in the middle of putting it together for my first client here, and I'm probably
Cool.
just going to buy your do it for me
Okay. Yeah.
service, which I think is great, and I'd love to see that be implemented. I get the custom values updater process. I've made it through some of the training.
Yeah.
Um, it's a lot, and I'm just learning Go high level.
Yeah,
So
for
it's
sure. I get you.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So
So you're trying to set the custom values updater right now then? Is that what you're doing,
yeah, and so
or
is
or
that
what
like
what's your client, or who are you trying to set up?
yeah? The client is a little barbecue place,
Okay.
and so that's kind of why I of all of the tools I was looking at, I went with yours. Seemed
Yep.
like you guys had a really good system for restaurants, and
Yeah.
yeah, and I'm really excited about it.
Awesome.
So
That's cool.
yeah.
Yeah, so the custom values updater, you don't need to have that set up. That's like an extra thing that you can use with your agency. You don't have to have that set up in order to use the snapshots and stuff that we have in there. Um,
Okay.
the custom values updater is essentially if you wanted to create some automations within your system that have people fill out a form, and then you can update custom values either um, in their sub account or in a different sub account, then you would use the custom values updater for that. So it's just
I see.
basically an easier way to have your clients update the settings for like funnel pages and messaging and templates and stuff like that without
Mhm.
having to send them into custom values. Because custom values in itself is just it can be a confusing mess in there,
Makes
right? So this way you
yeah.
get to pick and choose which values you want them to update, throw it in a form, map it with our system, and then
Yeah.
it'll update those custom values for you.
Okay, that's great.
We use this. Oh yeah, go
The
ahead.
reviews, do you set it up all at once, or do you just set up one of these at a time typically, for a client? Or do you set up the reviews and the rewards and the
Oh yeah,
points
depending
and
on what
the
package,
promotions?
depending on what you're giving them, like what your offer is to the
Mhm.
client, I would set up reviews and the reward system. You know, for
Okay.
the barbecue place, I would typically lead with like the promotions system that we have in there.
Uh-huh.
if you're not already going to set up rewards and the loyalty points and stuff, because you can do that too. But yeah, promotions, reviews, and the reward system are typically what we do for a restaurant. Sometimes they don't want to do like the loyalty points because their system already has some kind of loyalty system in there.
Right.
So we'll set up promotions and then we'll also set up reviews for sure. But then we'll
Okay.
also set up high level stuff too, like the missed call text back,
Right.
the chat widget, things like that.
Okay.
If you can set up the AI bot to answer just generic questions that people have about the restaurant, like a lot of times they get a lot of phone calls. Hey, like what time are you guys open today? That kind of thing. Are you guys open on a holiday? Those kind of things. You can have those. You can have the AI, even the chat bot, the text widget after a missed call. You can have that
Mhm.
answer those kind of questions too.
Oh, that's cool.
So
Yeah, and
it doesn't hurt to set up a few of those things because they're just already in there, right? And so when you're creating your package for like, hey, what am I going to offer restaurants? I would say offer them a few of those things. You know, I think we call it the core four, which is like reviews, referrals, the chat widget, the communications tab, and
mhm.
missed call text back in there because it just makes sense that you would have those, you offer them, right? I mean, it's such good value
Mhm.
too. It's a good sticky way to keep people around too.
Yeah, and I'm gonna do the free sides, right? Like the Facebook ad to get a free side,
Oh yeah.
and so he's agreed to do that. And I just wondering if you have any good ad templates that have worked well for that campaign.
For a free side, a side being like fries or like a salad or
Yeah,
whatever with your meal.
sure, like baked beans or cornbread or mac and cheese.
Okay.
Is it not a good
Are
enough
those things
offer?
usually are those things usually extra or how does that work? Well, because I've been to some barbecue places where it's like you get to pick two sides or something, or and then some places I'm like, well, every side that you want is extra.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. I better find that out.
Because yeah,
Um,
like we're at I think it's called Terry Black's in Dallas, and you go through and you pick out everything you want. But if you want mac and cheese or like spinach or like not spinach, it was the collard greens, like anything like that, or fries or anything like that, that's extra. And then you go up and you order your meat.
I think this would just
There.
be an additional side, probably just
Okay.
an extra free side.
Yeah. So yeah, you just want to make sure whatever offer you're doing is just enticing to the customer, right?
Yeah,
And
that
don't
may not be big enough of an enticement. You're saying.
Well, you just have to see like if it's like, hey, get free mac and cheese with every order or something like that, people will be like, oh, that's cool. Or something. I know, I just don't know how that restaurant works. Like lots of times we'll be like, two for one appetizers works really good. Um, we've done two free tacos, works really well to get people in and on the list, right? Um, pick from one of these three free appetizers kind of thing. You could do stuff like that. You just want to make sure that um it's like a high value to the customer,
Yeah.
but it's a low cost to the restaurant, right? So something they're comfortable with. But I mean, the more you're willing to give away on that front end thing to get
Yeah.
somebody in, the more people you're going to get in, you more people you're going to get on that list. And then
Mhm.
you have that essentially free marketing tool that you're going to then have the people on that VIP list and you can message them out once a week, once every 2 weeks. And now you have that captive audience that you're just right in front of versus, you know, um, still trying to post on social media and hope people come.
Sure. Sure.
So
You know.
that's a trade-off, right? Where, we end up spending, $3 to $5 to get somebody on that list, and then including like the food costs or whatever.
Mhm.
But then it's worth it in the end because you don't have to advertise. Like you don't have to try and get those people on the list anymore. They're there. They're your audience, so you can just message them whenever you want.
Sure. And I tried pitching this again to somebody else, and it was way too early. I clearly didn't know enough. So, but I did come up with an objection I couldn't overcome.
Mm.
She had a Clover device as her point of sale,
Yep.
and I was saying, well, we'll just put this on any device, and then the hostess can scan the promotion, right? But the idea that there would be a second device or that they'd have to get out of the point of sale app to get into a new app, she was she wasn't
So
about
with
that. So
ours, you don't have to. So only when they're
okay.
redeeming rewards. If somebody redeems reward points,
Hmm.
um, only if somebody like they have 2,000 points and they redeem for like a free appetizer for 2,000 points or something like that.
Okay. Yeah.
Then they would need to have the something to scan the QR code and they can use a phone or whatever it is. With the promotion system, they don't have to. You can just do a self-redeeming coupon. All they have to do is the person that redeems the coupon on their phone and shows the hostess the the coupon that it's been
Okay.
redeemed on that day.
I got a question on that.
Oh,
Mm.
If they're self-redeeming that coupon and then they don't use it, is there a way to go back and reissue it?
No. It's just like
Well, that's just an education piece. They're just that's their
yeah,
problem, not a
there's text on there. Do not redeem this until you're at the restaurant, and then like it says on there, like do not do this unless you're like
if,
sitting at the restaurant and ready to order, and
if it
then show the
becomes
staff. But it'll have the if they do redeem it, like say they get to the restaurant, they redeem it when they're there, and then at the end of the meal, they're like, oh, they go to do it, and it says already redeemed. It says the date and time of when they redeemed it, so it'll be like I redeemed it during this visit. You can also do on the coupons if you wanted to allow them to do it multiple times. You could do a daily one, which resets every 24 hours, or weekly or monthly or whatever.
okay. No,
if it does
that's great.
become
I
a
didn't realize it was self-redeeming. That's a neat feature.
if it does
Yeah,
become
so
a mess with
we just want to keep it out of the hands of we're trying to keep it out of the hands of the staff as much as possible. Because I understand we don't want them to have another device. We don't want them. That's one of the complaints I've seen about Boomerang and stuff like that is that, for example, they have the thing in their wallet, they have their little offer in their wallet, but then the staff have to go behind the bar, grab another device, come back, scan that QR code, and then
Yeah.
it's generally another phone, and then they do that, and then they go to their system and do it. The way we made it was the way we've done it through ManyChat and stuff like that in the past, where um, they basically just say redeem. We give them, and actually, Burger King does the same kind of thing in their app, where you can if you just want to show them a coupon code, you can hit redeem. It'll show the coupon code, and they have 15 minutes to redeem it. Basically, give that to the staff, and it says don't close the window. And then the other one is redeem it. It'll send them a text message with the coupon code just to verify it was them. They copy that, put that back in the page, hit submit, and then it'll say, "Congratulations, you redeemed this. Show this to our staff," kind of thing. And then it's all tracked in our back end of when they redeemed coupons and what date and time, and so that we can do multiple time frames as well. It's because you can have a coupon in the back in the promo that's like, "Hey, come back once a week and get this."
so if they do have something they have to scan at the restaurant, that's a point redemption typically. You said it could be done on another device like a phone or something.
Yeah.
Does the restaurant have to be logged into an application when they scan that on the phone?
So we just have a password that's set in custom values that the restaurant would know. They scan like there's nothing else that they can do.
So any
Um,
phone can do it, and then it prompts them for a
any phone can do it. It's just they scan the QR code on the voucher and they scan the QR code on the voucher. Um, and then that takes them to a funnel page where they just put in whatever password you set for the restaurant and then open it up and it'll tell them then who's redeeming the coupon, like whose points it were, who redeemed the points, like all that kind of stuff. And then whether the voucher has been used or not. And then if it hasn't been used, they can click process voucher. And then that means then they can put that on their books then. and either give the gift card or the entree or whatever it is.
Okay.
So that is, yeah, pretty much the only way we made it where they need to have another device. And that's just after they redeem the points. Now you can have the leaderboard, our rewards leaderboard, you can have that completely set up on a tablet at the restaurant too, and they can use that same tablet for scanning the voucher. So if somebody, yeah, redeems, yeah, 2,500 points for an entree or something like that, they can print off the voucher, they can bring it in with them. If the staff have because you can use the tablet for multiple things. You can have a tablet for checking people in. They come in, you can punch in their phone number, check them in, give them points for coming to the restaurant. You can use it for scanning the voucher codes. And then you can also have the leaderboard, that whole rewards leaderboard system set up on the tablet as well on another page where they can then each voucher has a unique code to it, so they can just punch that code in and they can track those vouchers that way too. So say if somebody did it over the phone, hey, I've got a voucher for this. Okay, well, what's your voucher code? They give them the 5-digit code, and then they can go into their back end, punch that in, and it will show them whether the coupon's been used or not. And that can run really well over a tablet too. So there's multiple things you can do with a tablet rather than just having them go to the table and um scan vouchers and stuff. But we just don't want to make it because the redemptions are gonna be fewer and more far between for redeeming points and bringing in those vouchers versus like using the promotion system to get coupons, right? So with the promotion system and coupons, that could be happening like, you know, dozens or more times a day, people bringing in coupons, especially when you launch a new campaign. But when people are accumulating points, it might take them a few months to accumulate points, enough points to redeem for a good voucher or something that they want from the restaurant. So that'll be less often. So then having a tablet or a phone where they can just scan that QR code to verify the voucher is it's not going to be they're not going to be running to the back every day to go find another device to scan. So I hope that answers your question or gives you some when you come up against that objection of I don't want to have another device where they have to do that. For the most part, if you're doing promotions, you don't need another device at all. You just need to be able to see on the people coming in need to have it on their phone so that they can
Because once it's
yeah.
displayed once, it won't display it again.
It'll display it. It
But
keeps it
it'll
on
show you
there.
the date and time on it.
Yeah, it'll go under redeemed. It'll show them actually when somebody redeems a coupon, when somebody redeems a coupon, it stays on their home screen on their promotions page for an hour after they redeem it. And then um stays on their homepage for an hour after they redeem it. Then it goes to the redemption tab, the redeemed tab, and then they can still find it. And then if you have it set up so that it'll refresh, then it'll come out of redeemed and it'll go back on the homepage later on
Okay.
to next time they're in. So, because you can have a coupon that they can use once every day, once every week, once every month. And then we also added in um, the paid membership for the tiers, the loyalty tiers, the reward tiers. So you can have that now. You can have that set up so that you have people paying for a membership with that restaurant. So Aaron, with that barbecue place, you could have people paying, $30 a month. And on that $30 a month membership they're paying with the restaurant, every month they can get, a free side, free drinks when they come in. They can get like one free appetizer, a month or something like that.
Yeah.
Once a week they could get, free sides. And then every time they come in, they can get a free drink. And you can have those promotions all set up and they'll just recycle every time they pay for their monthly membership.
Well, that's
Do you have any
cool.
kind of API we can write to?
Not really, but if you have something that you want to do, yeah, like let's chat for sure.
Okay. I own a software company that does restaurant point of sale. So
Okay.
Hmm.
Um, what point of sale is it?
Brew POS, BREW POS.
Okay. Yeah, I would love to chat with you about
We don't have a reasonable loyalty platform inside it. We've just never developed it.
yeah. Well, I'd love to chat with you because we're looking at doing integrations with more POSs. Like Aaron mentioned Clover. I know they have an open API, so we've been working at doing that. And then we've been working on
Square.
SkyTab. To Square, we can Square you can somewhat do through their API or
More high
like through
level.
through Zapier and stuff
Okay.
too.
All right.
Yeah, Cold. I'd love to chat about it.
I like that answers most of my questions. If I decide I want to try you with a 5 pack and then I like it, can I upgrade to your $1,500 package where then add additional merchants at $25 a piece?
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and then let's chat about an integration because I'd love to check that out
Sure.
too. And then you just might be a good because we got people asking. I know there's people out there selling restaurant POSs as well, like they're resellers for other POSs, and I've had a few conversations of like what's a good POS to go with too, or what's something that
I,
I can
I have a
offer to
referral and a
customers.
reseller platform. I'd be happy to talk to you about it.
Yeah, so yeah, let's chat about that, and if we can do an integration, that'd be amazing.
I don't think that'd be a problem.
Awesome,
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll take
cool,
that offline from there. I think you guys have my contact information. I'll pick up one of your 5 packs and we'll give it a try.
sounds good. That's
All right, man.
awesome. Okay,
Sweet.
cool.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for stopping by.
Yep.
I'm gonna jump over to Ben here. Ben wrote, "Good day, Jason. Question on the funnels AR002. Checking funnel pages. Is there a way we can redirect someone depending on the condition, such as if they put their phone number in twice, you will have to wait 24 hours for the next 100 points." That's a good question. You know, Ben, you're working with Sam, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So did you guys set up the redirect thing that we talked about last week that if they don't if they I think yeah, it was like last Tuesday where if they're not a member, then it'll send them to a QR code registration page and if they are a member, then it will have them sign up. Like it will if they are a member, then it'll give them points.
Yeah, yeah, we already put up the QR code. What we're having some challenges with is like just what
If they put
we
like what you said, if they put their number in
yeah,
twice.
yeah, so so there's like there's like what do you call this one? There are times that the customer put their number twice.
Yeah.
So if they put their number once, then they will receive the 100 points on the tablet, and then if they put it twice, then what we want to end up is like the thank you page will say like you have to wait 24 hours, or you just you will have the points for just like today, and if you check
Yeah,
in
like
tomorrow, then
you
you will.
could, so I mean, instead of trying to redirect them to another page, um, you could like a couple different options. One is you can create a custom field in their contact record that says, um, looks like so you can create a field in their contact record when they first fill out that form. It will then put some text in a custom field that says, um, thank you for redeeming points. You can only redeem points once every 24 hours, kind of thing. And then have that field displayed next time they log in. And then on the 24-hour refresh, because we have a 24-hour refresh on the check-in, you could clear that custom field. You could do that if you want, but I mean, I would honestly opt for the more simple route of just putting a disclaimer on that page saying you can only earn points once every 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Instead of
Yeah,
trying to redirect people and show different, I mean, you can do it,
yeah,
but if
because
you
yeah.
if you want to set it up, I would just add a custom field to like so if we go to The check-in funnel page, like this, just go to this one. The thank you. So you could create a custom field that says, um, I don't think we could do conditions on this page. I mean, we could do it with JavaScript, probably to show and hide sections. It'd be cool if we could do conditions of like, hey, show this. I think we could do something with like,
Yeah, we tried to go to the forms and set up like conditions, but
yeah,
for some reason.
yeah, no, I don't.
Oh,
It's again, I would honestly just put a disclaimer at the bottom
yeah.
that on that second page that says, "Hey, we're sending you points. Thank you. Your check-in has been recorded. We're adding this many points to your account now. We'll send you a message shortly with an update." And then just say like star. I don't know why I did that. Weird. That's weird. Okay. If I put a star, it wants to do a bullet point. I would just do something like, okay, I'm gonna pretend those are stars, but then just be like, you can only earn like, or just put like notice you can only earn points once every 24 hours. Um, so here is actually we have a custom field right there. Contact check-in 24-hour reminder. Was that not in yours? Then so like actually let's just check that. So this is what I was saying. So you can put a notice there, or you can do this reminder right here. So let's get out of here. Let's just go check out the automation for a second. Because you guys may have accidentally removed that from the automation, or maybe you guys had one from before. Maybe you guys are using the one from before. So let's just go to where would check-in
Do
be?
you have like an updated like landing page for that or for the page for the tablet, check-in tablet thingy?
Yeah, you could. I'm not sure. Again, not sure which one you have, but you could probably grab it from the latest snapshot.
Okay.
Rewards check-in is under section under rewards system, I think. Rewards check-in number visit, rewards check-in get rewards funnel page tablet. So here, if they checked in the last 24 hours, then it'll do nothing. If they've checked in within 24 hours or like outside of 24 hours. So this one here says you can only earn points once every 24 hours. You have already earned points. Please check in again tomorrow. So there is this custom field, check in 24-hour reminder. You can change the text here to whatever you want, and you should check your workflow to see if you have it. It's under RCI rewards check-in 001. And then if it have update this contact field. So when they check in, it's going to put this text in that field. So next, if they choose to check in again within 24 hours, it'll display that message. And then after we have this cooldown 24 hours, this is wait 24 hours. It's going to clear that message. Thank you for checking in. It's just going to make it thank you for checking in. And then it removes the check-in tag too. So rewards member check-in. So you can do whatever you want with this check-in 24-hour reminder. And like we had it on that funnel page, you can have that displayed there. Does that make sense?
Yeah. But we have like another situation. Like for example, if that customer um put their phone number, but they're not inside the loyalty program yet. We wanted to show a message that, hey, you're not a member yet, or something on the
Yeah,
tablet.
we covered that on last Tuesday's call
Oh, okay.
when Sam was on. Um, I think we should have a recording
All
of
right,
that
all right.
call.
I'll
I
just
think, do
look
you
into
want to
your.
go through and do
I
it?
think I think that one is in your Facebook, right?
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah.
It was,
Okay.
it was,
I'll check that
I
one out.
think it was last Tuesday or the Thursday before that.
Yeah.
That's Sam was on and we went through that whole scenario of updating, creating a custom field, and then using the custom field to redirect you um, after you check in based on whether you are a member or not.
Wait up. Okay. Thank you. That's the only thing that I.
Yeah, so I'll see if I can find it and I'll send it see if I can send it over to you or Sam to see
Sure.
if I
Sure.
can find
Sure.
the recording for it. I might even be able to find it in Zoom here as well. If we go to Facebook and we go to let's go to high level.
Maybe we have like an old snapshot of um the funnels. Maybe I'll just download the updated ones.
Yeah, you can download and update and get the latest funnel there too. We go to videos. Can I just search by lives? That might be today's.
Hey guys, Jason here with
Oh,
GHL Power Tools.
that's something else.
I am so excited to actually
Oh,
bring you this new update.
close that. I might not have.
Hey guys, Jason here with
No. Okay, well, I'll find it and I'll send it to you
GHL.
if we have a copy of it. Because I should have it in Zoom as well.
Sure. 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 Thank
All
you.
right. All right. Cool. Cam, how are you doing?
I'm well. How about yourself?
Doing good.
Just two questions.
Yep.
One, I wanted to know if there's any kind of system in place to when someone refers, they can't like game the system. Like, is there a way for, let's say, for example, I referred you, you signed up for, let's say, a buy one, get one deal.
Yep.
Um, and in order for me to get points, I don't get credited until you redeem the promo. Is there something like that in place so people can't sit there and just make fake accounts? And I mean, here's
Yeah.
the
So
thing,
I think it was set up. Let me just take a look. I know we talked about it, and I think we originally had it set up so that if we had somebody join VIP, that they would um just gonna take a look here. Um, so I think, yeah, I think we still have it in here. I'll just share this. So I mean, this could be easily be switched. So I think we still have it set up so that if somebody refers somebody and they just join VIP, then they would get referral points
okay.
if you're giving points for it. However, this can be switched. This section right here can be switched to after coupon redemption. I know we've done that before. And I thought
Okay.
we did change it actually. Um, so then there would be Uh, do, 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 do. So it could be under here, give points after coupon redemption. That's after the first coupon is redeemed, but we could also create another one. Coupon redemption, customer replied with transaction amount after ask for transaction. So this is after they've redeemed their, I think there's one for first coupon too. Let's just change, let's just go look. Because I think there was one for customer redeems first coupon. Um, where do we have it? It's under. Sorry, I think I'm just looking here. I think it's under here. First coupon redeemed. So under first coupon redeemed, because this is what we don't want it to happen on every coupon, but under first coupon redeemed, we could move the referral stuff under here, which maybe we should just do anyways, because we talked about it before. And then making it so that after they redeem that first coupon, then it does it does give it does the reward points. But
Is the reward points to the referrer, like the
yeah, so
person?
you could do the points to the referral under here.
Okay.
Maybe I'll create a little video or just I could update the workflows too to show you how to do it. I know we talked about it, like it was probably 6 months ago on one of these lives about doing that as well, because somebody else was asking. Can we make it so they only get the reward points after they redeem a coupon? So we basically just need to move it out of the promotions page over to that first coupon redeemed.
Now, is it the
And then give
person who,
points to
so
give
the
it to
per, right, so the person who referred gets the points after the coupon is redeemed, right? So like if I referred you, you would have to redeem your coupon in order for me to get points for referring you. Is that
Yeah, so
how
we
it will work?
basically just want to take this, has this contact been referred, and then take
Okay.
these sections right here and move that over to another workflow. Um, it's too bad we can't copy like a section and move it to another workflow. But yeah, I'll put something together to show you how to do
Okay.
that. It's
All right,
pretty
cool.
much it's pretty much just opening up the other workflow and copying this, so yeah, so if the referral ID is not empty, then we want to um here's where we have two different ways you can do promotions, right? So you can gift a promotion ID to a customer as well. Um like here, is there okay, so this one here asks if they've been referred. This one asks if we're doing a gift promo. So we're granting a promotion, and then we have a webhook here that would give them um, the referral gift promotion ID, which is in the custom values. So that would you can create a promotion that says, hey, when you refer somebody, get this coupon, right? Kind of thing. Get a free entree every time you refer somebody. You can set up a promo like that. Alternatively, you can set it up so that's asking if there's a gift one, and if not, we're checking here to see if we're giving points as well or instead for a referral. So if we're giving points for referral, then we're giving the points there as well. So it's just a matter of moving that, taking it out of here, and moving it over to that first coupon redeemed,
Okay. I
which
mean,
probably makes more sense.
Yeah, when you, I mean, if possible, can you do a video? Because I'm only 3 months into the high
Yeah,
levels.
I'll do that.
So,
I can
okay,
I can even just update the workflows too, because I think that makes sense too. Like
okay,
you get the redemption, like you get the referral bonus when somebody redeems their first coupon.
gotcha. And then lastly, my other question is, so for like, I'm trying to get my clients to really understand the importance of having some kind of continuity, right? So I know that you have the membership set up, and you spoke about it earlier on this call. I went through and tried to kind of like set up a membership, but I wasn't 100% sure how to tie in the payments. You know what I mean? Like if someone wanted, if they want to charge $9 a month or $20 a month, like how do we do that inside of the system to where we can tie it to a membership alongside where
Yeah,
they
so
could.
yeah, you're right. I haven't got into that yet. I was thinking about it over the last few days here, what's the best way to do it. Um, what you can do, and I was going over this with, I think it was Jose yesterday, was, actually, if we go back, I won't create a new one, but under automations, we have the tier automations here. And then we have these web hooks to add a different tier. So, or add tier, recharge tier, change tier, stuff like that. So what you want to do is for the trigger for this, if we're adding a tier to a client, so
Are
they're
you
not part
sure?
of, oh
Are you
yeah, if
showing your
they're,
screen?
no, I'm not. I'm looking at it though. Yeah, so we have this here, so rewards add tier. And we have this webhook to add a tier to the customer. So this is where you want to paste in your tier ID. And then we have this webhook right here. And it should be in the latest snapshots. We have those the automations for it. So I just don't have the triggers set up for it yet. So you can do something here like order form submission, and then you select, I don't think I have any order forms on this whatever. Let's just go whatever and then select submission type is sale. So you could have, I mean, you can also say what product it is and have different triggers too. So you can have different, you want to be gold, silver, platinum, or if you wanted to have three different, if you want to have different tiers. But essentially here we're saying, okay, they submit the form and it's a sale, then we're going to trigger this workflow and it'll fire this webhook. What you also want to do then is add tag that contact as a what would we say? So uh promo, let's just say member sign up. Oops, I hate that when it does it. We want to tag them because new promo member. Let's just add that. And then I mean you could put whatever tag you want in there
Okay,
as well. So if we have this tag, that way we know I think the issue we can possibly run into, and I haven't put too much thought into this exactly, is the where we can run into an issue is if we have the person sign up and we're saying add rewards tier, and this trigger right here is um um order form submission. That's fine. That's all going to work correctly. That's going to add the person to that tier. Um, the only thing is here, yeah, you'd have to have a different tier for each product. So you'd have to sync up your different products. So you might have either three different workflows, or you can have three different triggers in here and then segment them based on like an if statement. So
gotcha.
you can have trigger one, and if they did trigger one, then we're going to run this webhook. And if they do trigger two, then we're going to do this webhook. And if they do trigger three, we're going to do this webhook kind of thing. I hope that makes sense. So you can have an
Yeah.
if with like three different segments on here, and based on the triggers for the memberships, if you're going to have different levels, a lot of places can just have one level. Like here's, but I mean, you can set it up for multiple levels.
And,
So
and how does it give access inside of the rewards program based off of if they are a tier member, let's say gold, and silver. Like, how is that through the webhook, or like I'm
Yeah,
just
so
trying.
that's gonna give them, that's gonna, in our back end, it's going to link them up with that tier. So it'll link up the contact with the tier that they're on. And then when their promotions or rewards or anything display in their back end dashboard, it'll bring up the tiers that they're a part of. So
Gotcha.
they can
Okay.
essentially be a part of, we made it so that you can have different memberships and then different tiers under each one of those memberships. Now you could have different memberships and have the same promotions and rewards under different tiers. That's fine. But what we made it so that if they are part of membership A, and then we have tier one, two, three, if they're part of tier two, if they're tier two in membership A, and you switch them to tier one in their membership A, then it will remove that tier. Like it'll remove tier two and it'll switch them to tier one, kind of thing.
Okay.
Under change tier here. This recharge tier, the way you want to set this one up is, so it's a little bit of work to get these set up, and I'm trying to figure out how to make it a little more easier. But instead of doing order form submission here, we would do I think it's under payment received. So you go payment received, and you might be able to do this for, instead of doing order form submission, you might be able to do just a payment received. And I haven't played around with this yet, but you might be able to just do a payment received where you go select a product. I don't have any products in here, but you go select the product, and then you can also select the payment status. So if we go here, payment status is a success. It means, so you select the product. The product is tier one. Payment status is success. Then it'll recharge their thing. So essentially every month when they pay for that product again through Stripe or through High Level, then it will send the system a notification saying, "Hey, refresh those use once promos that are part of this membership." Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
So inside of the promotions manager, we have, you can when you create a coupon. Let's go over there. Inside the promotions manager, when you create a coupon, here you could say with the tiers, with this coupon, we want it on tier refresh.
Okay.
So that means that every time they pay and you fire off that webhook to refresh their tier, it will let them use that coupon again.
Okay. So will it be since it's recurring, I have to do the rewards recharge setup in the workflow for.
Right, yeah. So because the way we that so that what that will do is it'll refresh each one of these on tier refresh memberships, kind of thing. Then you'll also want to set one up for that tier to be like, if they cancel, like if they don't pay or it gets canceled, then you want to remove access. You want to remove that tier from their system or send them notifications and stuff as well, right? So I'll put together more training on how I think the best way is going to be to set all that up, because this is a fairly new thing that we're rolling out. Like we haven't even rolled it out to any clients yet. So it's just something that a lot of people have been asking for. So we've been working on it.
Got
So when we do that webhook to refresh that tier, any coupons that you have that are tied to that tier that you're refreshing, like the customer pays for it, we send the contact ID and which tier we're refreshing. It will then reset any of their coupons that are on tier refresh. So that just means like those are generally be your bigger ones, that are that bigger membership things that you can you're only doing once per month, kind of thing. Like let's say you're like, hey, if you're paying us $30 a month, you can also get like one free entree this month when you come in. So that one would be on tier refresh. So they can redeem that coupon once, and then that they won't be able to redeem that coupon again until they pay their membership fee again.
Gotcha.
Right? So that's the idea behind that. But you can also have like you can get free drinks daily, right? You can do, free chips and guacamole once a week when you come in, kind of thing. Other enticing things to get them to come in that and you can set it up however you want, right? Or I mean, you don't even have to do on tier refresh. You could just say once a month you get this, and it'll refresh once a month. The only problem with that is that it'll only refresh 30 days after they did the last one. So that's kind of a little bit. It
Gotcha.
won't refresh at the start of the month. It'll be like, hey, if you redeem this on the 15th, you're gonna have to wait till the 15th of next month to be able to redeem it because you can only redeem it once every 30 days. Kind of.
Gotcha.
Whereas
Yep.
tier refresh will be as soon as they pay. So if it's on the first of the month that they pay, then on the first of that month, that coupon is going to refresh, even if they used it on the 28th of the month last month.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. So
All right.
it's just setting up those workflows to be, and we might be able to, I haven't played around with it, but I know you might not have to do the order form submission one. You might be able to just have them all on like the recharge tier or like the when somebody pays. So the only thing I would have in here, I think, is if if they have the tag, um contact details, it was a tag, includes what we say, new promo member.
Mhm.
If they have the new promotion member tag, um I think we don't want them to we don't want them to fire this webhook. It's just if we have a trigger here, if we have the trigger here that says on promo payment or on payment received, because I'm just worried that order form submitted and payment received might duplicate the trigger. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. So we might want to add a tag that says, hey, order form submitted, they get the first one, and then we look here and it doesn't trigger the webhook. So we don't trigger a webhook here for payment received, but then and then we remove that tag in here, and then next time their payment comes in automatically because they're not going to go through the order form again. Next time it comes in, then it will trigger this payment. But we just kind of talked about it yesterday for a little bit on our launch lab call, and we're just trying to. I was trying to think the logic. We just probably have to have a tag there that just says if they just became a member, then we don't want this one to fire. But if they were already a member and they pay, then we do want it to fire.
So which one, just so I'm clear, if the tag includes new member promo, then that's when they will get that webhook where
Oh, we're gonna go like this. We're gonna move this over to actually let's switch this. So let's go does not include new promo member. Let's just do it this way. Just became or already a member. Let's do that one, and then we'll just do a new branch. New just signed up. So tags. Includes new promo member.
and
And
where
so
would they get that tag added in the other
that is
workflow?
in the first one where it says add tier, where
Gotcha.
they just filled out the order form. So they're already a member. So we're going to fire the webhook because we don't have the new promo tag in here. Now they just signed up, so that's fine. We don't want it to do anything. We're going to remove the tag, remove contact tag, new promo member. So the first time they submit that order form, it's going to um, run through that first one. It's going to add them to the tier.
Yep.
My suspicion is that we're also going to get a notification from Stripe saying that there was a payment made for that product. So also it would also trigger this workflow. So then we're going to just check to see, because that first workflow is going to tag them, right?
Right.
Now, if they don't have that tag, then it's going to like we can even just do, if we wanted to, we could just do a 1 minute wait in here too, or a 30-second wait just to make sure that other workflow goes through first. 0.5 minutes. So we could do a 30-second wait right here. Wait, 30 seconds. So then it'll come here, it'll check to see if they have the tag, if they have that new promo. If they don't have the tag, and this workflow was triggered, that means this is their probably second payment or third, fourth, fifth, whatever payment, right? And we're gonna recharge that tier for that tier ID that they're a part of. Now, this condition right here, if they are a new promo member, so they don't have the, or they do have the tag, we're just going to go and remove that tag, and we're not going to do anything here.
Okay.
Oh, I wonder if it makes sense as well, because we could potentially have one workflow. If we tied this tier ID, whichever one they sign up for, put it in a contact field, then you could potentially run anybody through this workflow. You don't have to have multiple workflows, and then we'll just fill in this tier ID with something from their contact record.
Okay.
I think I'll do that too. So we'll have like contact dot tier underscore ID or something like that. And then that way, anybody you run through these other workflows after they already sign up, then it will just recharge it because we already know what their tier ID is going to be.
And for the recharge tier, the one that you was just saying, that triggers from payment received, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's just add this in here too, because I think that'll, while we're talking, and then I'm gonna, hopefully Mitch is still here. Single line add your ID group rewards, save, and then do one more thing here. Back to automations. And then under reward tier automations, add tier. So we're gonna do the webhook. It's going to, now you could potentially have under here, you could again have multiple, you can have your different payment triggers for order form submitted or product purchased. Then do an if statement here to see which trigger was fired, and then fire off the correct webhook with the tier ID.
Okay.
What we're going to do is I'm going to copy this tier ID right here, and then I'm going to do something where we update contact. Update contact field here, and then that'll be tier ID, and then we'll put that tier ID in there as well. So we have the tier ID right here, and then we also have the tier ID right here for that. So what that'll mean is next time somebody refreshes or we cancel or recharge, then we don't have to copy and paste the tier ID into like 8 different workflows, right? We just have it in this first one. We know which one the contact is a part of, and then we're going to do whatever we have to do on those other workflows based on that tier ID.
Gotcha.
So that's not in the current workflow. I just added it to this one. So I have to go through and I'll run through some of it here because I think we could also have, we could also probably build out like a funnel page and stuff to sell the different tiered memberships as well. Just to help out as well.
Okay.
So hopefully that helps you there with these. I think these preliminarily um are just set up so that you kind of have something to go off of, but we can make them way more robust and automated in here as we go. But
And the
initially,
TRD, I'm assuming once I create the membership, that ID will be given to me then.
yeah, so when you create the membership, membership tiers, manage tiers, you have the IDs right here.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's for those different tiers, so you copy it there. And maybe it makes sense to put them in here as well, restaurant tier 1, tier 2 kind of thing to copy and paste from there too. Oh, we'll think about adding those just to make
Okay.
it easier. So yeah, you'd want to have the ID when you have somebody sign up for restaurant tier 1, you want to grab that ID and put that into that first workflow. And then same thing here too, just so we know which ones they're going to and coming from.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to rewatch this and actually do it, but it definitely makes sense. It's just me doing it a few times to get it.
It's a little, some of these things, right? They're a little bit more work to set up. They're not an instant thing because we got to create those different the workflows but we'll try to make it we'll evolve it here where it becomes easier to set up too, so the workflows will be set up and then you just got to plug in those IDs where you need it. And if we can come up with something better, I mean, let's come up with something better too.
Gotcha.
Awesome.
Cool.
So yeah, let me know any feedback you have on it.
All right, will do, man. Thank you so much.
Thanks. All right. Okay. I'm gonna stop sharing there. I know Mitch was on, but it looks like he had to take off. I didn't really hear from him. He wanted to go over one of his installations. Let's see. I think maybe I have a question. Someone messaged me here. Oh, they put them in here and then they gave me voice memos. I'll have to answer those later. I don't know if they're on the call right now or not. This is check in on Restream. The Restream kicked me out. It's weird. Just 1 second. No, we're still streaming there. Restream did kick me out though. Sorry guys, just checking here. We are streaming and then Restream kicked me out for some reason. It logged me out. And we're still live here. So just want to see if there's any questions. No questions came in there. So yeah, I think we'll be good for today. Cam, thanks for hanging out. Everyone else, thanks for coming by. Nor, it's good to see you on here too. And well, we'll see you guys on Tuesday, I guess. You guys have any questions? Post in the Slack channel and let us know. All right. We'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks.